Everybody coming today. I really do. This is going to be a hard thing, and I need all the support from you I can get. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see some that probably don't know me, so I'll try to tell you a little bit about me. First off, anyone who's ever had anything to do with the school system, either as a student or working there, knows me as Mr. Mary Lynn Leffel. Sure about that. I'm a native of Botetourt County. I grew up on a farm, still farm. I've been in the dairy business. Managed to go away to a little school up the road called Tech. Got a degree in dairy science and did graduate work in biochemistry and came back to farm. After that, Mary Lynn and I started a business called James River Agricultural Services, and we covered territory from the eastern shore of Virginia to eastern Tennessee. So that kind of tells you a little bit about my background. So I guess your question is, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do this? Well, first off, I'll start with the schools. I'm presently the chairman of the school board, and I would like to tell a few lies, but I probably can't because Michael Beam's on the board and he's here, so he won't let me get by with much. And Sam Foster has kind of been the brains with our fiscal part, so I can't tell you too much about that, except our budget has been reduced $4 million in the last 3 years, and apparently we've done a good enough job that Dr. Pat Wright, Secretary of Education, chose Botetourt County back in the late spring to open up some new things that she's doing and to brag about the Virginia school systems, and she chose Botetourt County to do it. And we're really proud of that. So, what does that say? We've had to do a whole lot more with a whole lot less. So I know what a dollar is, and I've been involved in the biggest percentage of the budget in Botetourt County for 12 years. So we know what we have to do there. Along that line, the next thing I want to get to is public safety and fire and rescue. And I'll give you 2 stories that tells you everything you need to know about where I am in the support of those. If you need a Delbert Dudding, you really need him. He doesn't have time to go borrow money to get gas to put in the car to come to see you. As for fire and rescue, unfortunately, Mary Lynn and I were involved a few years ago in almost every fire department in the county came to visit us one night. So I clearly remember that, and I know how efficient and how responsive everyone was. A couple of weeks ago, my mother's 100 years old. She lives with us, but we had to call a rescue squad at 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. They could not get there as fast as they did. I do not know how they did it. So it's quite a comfort. When you need that, you need it. And I understand that, and I appreciate it. And the folks that really make this county go and be a community, I guess you don't need to know what else can I tell you about how I support you. The other thing that I'm doing is we need to bring civility back to Botetourt County. We need to have a sense of community, and I think we're kind of losing a little bit of that. So that's one of the things that motivates me. It's been said that maybe that's not such a good word, being civil. Our school board for the last several years, you can trust me on this. If you don't believe this, ask Michael Beam. We don't agree on everything. We have our moments, but at the end of the day, our focus is clear, and we're all on the same page. And it's okay to agree to disagree. It's not okay to try to tear everything up while you're doing it. One of the other things that I really, and I mean this, we need sustainable growth in Botetourt. We need a really clear balance. We need to keep Botetourt as much as we possibly can the place that everybody else wants to come live in. So that means we try to keep it as much as we can like it is now, and we have to grow because we have to have the right kind of folks here, and I'm after that. Conservation end of it, Mary Lynn and I live on the river below Eagle Rock, so we're into conservation, and we mean that. I was on the original committee that caused the James River to become a scenic river to keep a dam from going on it. We were successful with that. And also, I'm on the committee for the Blue Way Committee that created the Blue Way Trail on the river for tourist business, and that's really, really working well. So I'm sure I've talked long enough. I can't thank you enough for coming. And Mr. Lacey Putney is going to say a few things, and I really, really, really appreciate you coming, Lacey.